Hare Krishna. Learn to see material attachments as negative equity. Negative equity refers to some property which whose cost price is more than what it's worth. So for example, if we take a loan and buy a house, and then the property rates depreciate over there, and then eventually if we want to sell the house, what we will get by selling the house is less than the loan that we have taken to get the house. So this is negative equity, and normally no sensible person will ever want to acquire any negative equity. So when we are trying to practice spiritual life and grow spiritually, at that time we are often troubled and shackled by our worldly attachments, and getting rid of them can often seem difficult because they promise pleasure, and we feel, how can I live deprived of pleasure? However, with the eyes of knowledge, we need to see that material attachments are actually negative equity. That means that they actually cost more trouble than the pleasure that they give. Yes, there is some pleasure in such things, but that pleasure is only initial. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita in 18.38 that Vishayendriya Sanyogad Yattadagre Amritopamam Pariname Vishamiva Tatsukham Rajasam Smritam. He says it tastes like nectar in the beginning, but it is like poison in the end, and therefore one should not indulge in it. So initially we see only the nectar in the beginning, and we see there is so much enjoyment, and that's what the world shows us. Oh, there is so much pleasure here, so much pleasure here, so much pleasure here. But actually there is a long tail of trouble thereafter. And when we study scripture and we become sober, then we can see the trouble that will result because of our indiscriminate indulgence, because of our worldly attachments to such pleasures. So then when we see that the trouble is more than the pleasure, then we decide that this is negative equity. I am not going to buy it. I am not going to pursue my worldly attachments. Of course, we can't stay unattached entirely, because we are conscious beings, and to be conscious means to be desirous. So we need to direct our attachment positively. Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita says that we need to become attached to him. Maya sakta manah partha yogam yunyan madashraya asamshayam samagram mam yathāgyāsasi tachrunu. He says, I'll give you the knowledge of the process that you can practice by which you can become attached to me. Maya sakta manaha, that is our goal. And Krishna says that this spiritual attachment is actually positive equity. Even if there is a little trouble initially in terms of focusing the mind on Krishna when it wanders here and there, but eventually the absorption in Krishna that will result will give us unending happiness. Yattadagre vishamiva pariname amritopamam. It tastes like poison in the beginning, but like nectar in the end. And that is what we should pursue. So in 5.12 Krishna says, Yuktah karma phalam tyaktva shantim apnoti naishtikim ayuktah kamakarena phale sakto nibadhyate. Those who are materially attached, they become bound. They stay bound to this world of illusion and tribulation. But on the other hand, Yuktaha, those who become connected with Krishna, their attachment is to the supreme reality Krishna, and Yukta karma phalam tyaktva, and they are not attached to the fruits of their work, then shantimapnoti naishtikim, they attain unending peace. So by seeing our worldly attachments as negative equity, and by seeing our spiritual attachment to Krishna as the ultimate positive equity, we can become enthusiastic in the practice of Bhakti Yoga to change our equity from negative to positive, to change our attachments from material to spiritual. And thereby, instead of getting tribulation, we can get the supreme satisfaction. Thank you. Hare Krishna.